welcome to my review of The Matrix Path of Neo on the PS2. First impressions, this game, it really caught my eye. I've been looking for weeks for this game. It's pre-owned and it's not remakeable, so they do not just ship it anymore. So it's really hard to find. You can get it for about $15 Canadian. Yeah. So we're gonna jump right into this game. You have your main menu, you have continue game, because obviously I've already started it. Level select, and you can go through all the levels. Obviously you won't have that when you start the game. And extras, movies, combos, media viewer, cheats, and making of scenes. So we're gonna jump right. Basically the game starts with the main character, Neo, who you start with, and you play the whole game sitting at his computer. You're sleeping, and all of a sudden, just like the movie, this is a very movie-based game, the computer starts typing and says, "Wake up, Neo, the Matrix has you." And then it zooms in and goes into this weird code thing. So first impressions of this game, really fun. Maybe a little bit of an overuse of slow motion. They just really wanted to capture the cool moments, but I can put up with that. There's only been about 2-3 reviews on YouTube on this game, and I'm trying to do a better one. It's not exactly the best quality, but it's okay.
You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep.
So Morpheus gives you this little speech here. And you can choose which pill you want just by moving.
The choice is yours, Neo.
If you take the blue pill, basically the game ends and takes you back to the main menu, which is, I think, kind of dumb, but it's just like the movie. So if you get this game, choose the red pill, and you'll see how deep the rabbit hole goes. And just to say, the graphics are really bad in this game. But it is a PS2 game, so what else do you expect? And immediately, you're dropped into this level, all out of nowhere, already dressed up, with shades on. I think this part in the game is really stupid. It just drops you with all your moves and powers, basically just to show you what Neo becomes like. If you survive this part, you get to play on the 1 difficulty. Now, cinematics, really bad. Sometimes there's lots of glitches. I mean, look at their faces. So I have 2 security guards here, and you can do flips, you can focus for slow motion, and basically button pressing. You can dive and shoot, run up walls, pretty much. Focus lets you do everything. Really dull character lines, but like I said, good gameplay. And obviously, security guards are pretty easy. As you're in the game, you have an upgrade screen, and every time you complete a level, it takes you to the upgrade screen. What I hate about this feature is when you go into the upgrade screen, you can only enter it after you complete a level, which is kind of dull and kind of retarded because you want to upgrade anytime you want. So I wish they could just put it on the main menu so you could quit and upgrade whenever you wanted. But it does open up a lot of possibilities to quickly upgrade before you enter a level and keep playing as quickly as possible. So I'm going to just buy this. And I've already completed the game, so... And yeah, that's the upgrade menu. As you get further in the game, there's a lot more bosses, and the gameplay mechanics and AI competition gets a lot more difficult. And as you progress through the game, the bosses get hard. There's a lot of screaming. And yeah. So this is one of the bosses you'll encounter in the game. The gameplay for bosses gets a little boring. It's throw something at them, fight them physically, survive what they throw at you, survive their kicks and their attacks, and block their attacks. It's just the same thing over and over again. So boss fights really kind of boring, actually. There's also a level with a million Smiths. Right now you can only see about 5, but there's millions, and trust me, it gets really crazy. By this point, the gameplay is just basically at its limit. You have all the moves. See this little part here? Yeah, and you have all the moves here. Okay, getting to the ratings on this game. Out of 10 in these ratings, gameplay mechanics, I'll give about an 8.5. Because gameplay is really fun in this. There's about over 200 karate-style moves, and it's just really satisfying to punch someone or kick someone in the face in slow motion. Especially when you get to the Agent Smith level. When you kick them, they go flying and sliding across the ground, and it's just really hilarious. They're just like rag dolls when you're Neo, because you are the one after all. When we get to graphics, I'm going to give it about a 3.5. Graphics are really, really poor. The only time the graphics are good are in the level scenes. The levels themselves, the platforms and everything. That's the only things that are actually good. Character models really suck, to be honest. I think the only character model that is decent is Neo. But all the other ones, the hair is just really bad, and the clothes are really bad. As you saw in the first bit of the video, Morpheus's face, kinda poor, isn't it? Yeah. And their clothes and everything. When it comes to environment, like levels and stuff, I'll give it about a 5, about an average, because it's actually pretty okay, and there's a lot of breakables in the environment, which you can break at any time. If you look in the background here when I'm playing, I'll show you a quick example of breaking something. Okay. See, right there? I just broke a statue off the stairs. Yeah. So, basically, when I rate things like this, I'm looking for the average on each category. When it comes to replayability, like your ability that you actually want to replay it, I'll give it about a 6. Because it's so fun, and every level is actually so fun that you just want to do it over and over again, a different style, like a different way. And yeah, so I'll give that about a 6. When I rate things like this, overall, the overall rating that I would give this game is about a 7.5. Now the reason I give this a 7.5 is because it adds up in some areas and kind of gets dim in some other areas, but really altogether it's more positive than negative. It's more above 5, and in between 5 and 10 is about a 7.5. So that's why I gave this game that. I highly recommend this a rent it rating because it might be a little bit of a waste of a $15, if you know what I mean, because it kind of gets dull in some gameplay elements. So yeah, so I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10 and a rent it rating. Thank you for listening to my Matrix Path of Neo PS2, PlayStation 2 game reviews, also available on the PC. Thank you. This is PS Play Reviews, and thank you for watching.